to talk about professional wrestling.
Nobody knows the whole story, so I'll tell you.
How about you, Jason?
Oh, this is like a murder room. This is great.
Lots of black sex magicians out there, right?
And look down like, what the fuck?
Oh, we're gonna just do it this way and nobody's gonna stop us.
I want to show that a real champion has to do things for the community, for your people, for other women, you know?
In this business, what you sell is emotions. If you manage to get people invested, you did it.
That's for sure, some videotapes.
It's time for another MMM show. Ooh!
Welcome to another edition of Mass Mats and Mayhem. I'm your host, Justin Outlaw Harvey. You can find me on social media at Justin Harvey 75. You, in fact, can find the entire show on social media at MMMshow 75, even though Byron may or may not be the administrator on some of those accounts this week. We don't know. We'll get to the bottom of it. News at 11.
We're going to spend 45 minutes talking about an email I got from Facebook. Stay tuned.
Heard. Downtown below me is the man who, thank God, watched AEW for us tonight, because I completely forgot it was Wednesday and I was watching the U.S. in the World Cup and had the busiest day of my life and applying for AD jobs and buying tickets to Grand Slam Mexico and all sorts of crazy crap today. But thank God, Bear, our resident sicko, is here with all the goods on tonight's AEW. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. How are you doing, Bear?
Good. Did the U.S. hold out? I know they're up 1-0, and then somebody got a red card.
I saw they were
Cozy! What's going on, Cozy?
Thanks for
like
keeping the energy up, Bear. What's up,
Cozy?
Cozy? And Cozy.
What's up, goats? Goats.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Goatsy is my Japanese language learning buddy from Australia with roots in Macedonia. So it makes sense that I'm yelling Japanese to a guy named Goatsy.
Yes, the U.S. did win, and they got another goal towards the end. Yeah.
Nice. All right.
And so we will be moving on to face who's next? Belgium? Is that right? Round of 16.
Yes.
Hold on,
Did we play Belgium?
Belgium.
I thought
some gentlemen from the country of Belgium will be.
What's up, Khaleesi?
Hey, girl, how you doing? Speaking of Khaleesi, I've been rewatching Game of Thrones because my son has never seen it, and he's 18 now, so I will allow him to watch it. And he is
happy birthday, James.
He is very happy that he now understands all the times that I have said, "Oh, Theon," when my son has done something stupid, and now also understands when I look at him and I say, "You know nothing, Jon Snow." So
I don't know what that means.
Thankfully, my son is now in the loop. Welcome. What a move. Yes, Belgium is next on the list. That's going to be an interesting matchup. I'm very glad we got past Bosnia because they run a lot. Bosnia runs a lot. That was a lot of running today. Yes, Game of Thrones, it's very fun to rewatch it, except for one thing. Now, because I have HBO Max that's through this deal through Spectrum Cable, and I don't pay for HBO Max, I have it with commercials. So this is the first time I've seen Game of Thrones with commercials, which I have to say is making me feel a little WWE-ish, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. And that's a hi Byron. That's an official hi Byron. So let's introduce him. He is the man with the hair and thinks nothing in life is fair. It's at Byron Fever.
What the hell?
You're supposed to say catch it.
I don't think anything in life is fair. Now I'm trying to buy a ticket to Mexico.
But you're supposed to say
all of my focus.
Catch it. It's
catch it.
Byron Fever.
At Byron Fever, catch it. See you all in Mexico at some point if you live there when I'm
Byron,
there.
what is the point of having audio gimmicks if we don't do the gimmick?
No, you threw me off. You said some weird words right before it was my turn.
But I'm supposed to be able to say like anything that I want to say and then hit you with at Byron Fever, and then you just go along with whatever I said, and you're like, catch it. I'm like, he's got syphilis from his missus. It's at Byron Fever.
I'm gonna tell her you said that.
Caught it.
Catch it.
I'm gonna tell her you said that. No, this isn't some improv class from the Valley where you have to yes and everything. This is a legitimate professional podcast where we say
yes and everything.
Rehearsed bits that look like they are natural and off the cuff. But everything
Mill doesn't even know you got married, dog. Why don't you be telling the homie shit?
I don't know. We're gonna get pictures and stuff and do a thing.
Oh shit, Khaleesi just dialed me in. Done. They can have that $5, especially since I'm still in season 2 and we got like 6 more seasons to go. Even if it's just for the month. Like, I need to get rid of those damn commercials. And
can I tell you my Game of Thrones experience is I watched I guess season 1 and 2.
Sorry to disappoint. She's a very, very lovely woman too. We all love her.
She can still watch the show.
Big fan of John Moxley bleeding, but
no, she did not like that.
Not a big fan of John Moxley bleeding. That's maybe the only thing I'll hold against her, though, because I'm not a huge fan of John Moxley anything these days. So it's okay.
I like John Moxley,
but
she came to a show, and it was the one where Tony Storm and Mariah May did the spot where they smashed a champagne bottle up one of the cooters, and there was so much blood, and then there was more blood in the Osprey Kyle match, and she has PTSD about blood from a car accident.
This was also the same night that a syringe went through somebody's cheek, right? And she wasn't even in the
no.
Was it?
She wasn't there for that. Okay. So basically, she was as good a sport as she could have been, as she made some of the worst decisions of her life to show up at all to that show.
Can we use this quote like on the back of the cover of the book?
Yes. Rated.
Okay.
I rate Mil Machete's 5 Mayhem stars.
Sweet.
Can you introduce Tony yet? We've been waiting.
I'm trying. I was trying to segue to the whole thing and get to Cozy.
Try harder.
Cozy, here's what we're going to talk about right after I introduce my main man with a real plan, unlike Byron. It's Tony Allen at Tony Allen.
How's it going? Me into this.
Hey, you can find me everywhere at Tony St. Allen. Bear is poking the ceiling right now.
No, I'm pointing at your name.
No, you're he's the other way. It's all backwards.
The other side, or you're like completely not.
Yeah, no, you're left and right.
Everything's reversed. Yeah, now you're pointing at him. Now you're pointing at him. Nope.
Yeah,
yes.
That's the one. Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one. Somehow, that's how it works. Hi, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good time.
You guys are jamming up the Wi-Fi.
Oh, my God.
I thought this was my introduction time. Thank you.
Anyways, they keep talking over you.
I know. Anyways, yeah, hope everybody had a great time. Mexico won yesterday. The US won today, so I double won.
Right.
So yeah.
This is great.
Can I tell you, Tony, I want one of those Americano Mexico jerseys so bad.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, they're so cool.
All right, so now back to Cozy's question. I'm going to tell you what we're talking about now. I'm coming in hot now. That was the part of the show where I come in hot.
Oh, we got hot takes.
Oh, I got the hottest take ever. I'm going to just hit you with it right now. And it's the name of this episode. Sami Zayn is the worst champion in WWE history. And I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
No, he is. I'll tell you why. And here's my job right now, guys. I have to convince Byron that Sami Zayn is the worst champion in WWE history.
I'm going to say I actually agree with you, but in a way that you're still wrong.
But listen.
Wait, worst
it's not his fault. Worst champion in WWE history. But it's not his fault. It's not his fault at all.
I'm not even a Sami fan, but
there's a lot of people out there that hate Sami Zayn, or they don't like his style, or don't think he's talented enough, or this, that, and the other thing. That's not my issue. Okay. Always trying to be trying to be. And I hope
Thank
that
you, I
Rebecca would agree
appreciate it.
with you. She's not talking to you, married guy.
Who the fuck else would
I
she
by
be
the way, am
talking to?
super duper single. My divorce is finalized and everything.
Oh, it's
Super.
10 minutes in, Stove.
Yeah, we're not going to say bad words yet, Byron. Just wait a
I
minute.
already
You already said cooter.
I said cooter because I didn't want to say the other thing.
Great.
say
Thank
cooter.
you. Thank you, Meefloaf. Can you say cooter? Anyway.
Yeah, it's a southern colloquial.
You're going to mess
I
up
guess.
Opus Clips. It's never going to figure this out. So, Sami Zayn is the worst champion in WWE history, and I'm going to tell you why. First of all, it's not his fault. But here's the problem. WWE intentionally made Sami a weird tweener that people don't know how to feel about. He was the third man in the three-way. And yes, it was Saudi Arabia, so you can't say no one was there for him. But on a global viewing stage, nobody was really there for Sami. And people started thinking, oh, Sami might win this thing, as I mentioned to you guys the day before or whatever, and we started talking about it. It was like, holy shit, Sami might actually do this. And they have good reason for it because WrestleMania is back in Saudi Arabia, and I get it. If you're going to do something big with Sami Zayn there, doing something big with him now, whether it continues that whole time or not, makes a little bit of sense business-wise for helping to promote, even if he's a former champion when they go into WrestleMania, right? And, of course, everybody thinks Sami's been working so hard for so long, you know, he deserves it. But WWE has this problem right now of not pulling the trigger when they should. And I don't believe in the Vince Russo hotshotting, but like LA Knight, if there was going to be a time for him, it came and went, right? If there was going to be a time for Jey Uso, it probably also came and went. And if there was going to be a time for Sami Zayn, it came and it definitely went, and you could have gotten it back. But we decided to not make Sami more exciting, not to make Sami more evil, where people hate him, but to literally try to make him have go-away heat before giving him the belt. We intentionally made Sami Zayn's character more opaque, less clear. Everything about what's going on with Sami Zayn is fuzzy and not in a I can't wait to figure out what's going on with Sami Zayn way, in a I can't wait till WWE decides if they're going to do something with Sami Zayn kind of way. Why? Like, they put his character in a place where no one knows what's going on with them and no one cares, and everybody is just like, well, I'll get back to Sami Zayn when he actually means something. But it ain't right now. And 2 days into having the belt, I can already tell you this is the worst WWE champion of all time, because this is the only WWE champion that has been crowned where the company intentionally made you not care about them first. It's the stupidest fucking thing ever. What the fuck is wrong with WWE? I don't know who thought it was a good idea to make Sami Zayn not unlikable, but also not likable. They literally made us not care about the guy and then put the belt on him. How is this supposed to move tickets? How is this supposed to put asses in seats? How is this supposed to make anyone on the goddamn planet care about your fucking programming? Doesn't make any sense. I feel like JD from New York right now. It's ridiculous.
Fuck that guy.
Byron, am I totally wrong?
Okay, so as far as worst champion, I just finished booking my flight. So now I can Google and figure out some stuff. But I will say what?
Gender? I like Gender's run.
See, the thing with Jinder Mahal and the whole point of Justin's rant is that with Jinder Mahal, it wasn't what he brought to the table. They packaged him and presented him like a champion. He had a decent champion run that didn't really draw, but they presented him like that and they put him in the spot to do that. You know, it's, you know, it was what it was.
It didn't draw.
But the Sami, but the difference is they were they treated him and pushed him like he was supposed to be champion and all that stuff. And I thought it wasn't that bad. I thought it was a pretty interesting sort of like swing and see if you can do something interesting. The thing with Sami is the thing I rant about every week. It's WWE can tell a great story and produce a great story and do something phenomenal. For instance, I'm not going to bring up Sami in a bloodline. I'm going to bring up his title shot against Roman in Montreal. That was magic. You'll get goosebumps thinking about that. They had incredible cinematography of that too. He's outside, getting fresh air, looking at the building. And was it Jay comes out and was like, you ready? Whatever it was, some banter, but you feel the gravity of the moment. And then Sami walks to the ring from outside with one shot following him on Steadicam. The place goes nuts to his music that they brought back. His good music. He goes in the crowd. It's incredible. It is when he should have won.
Oh,
that is exactly.
Let's go.
Sami but that moment, was it engineered or written or probably even wanted ever by WWE? Sami willed it by taking whatever time he had in the main event segments and maximizing them until he was, to quote the great Cody Raheem Rhodes, undeniable. So he made that. And then WWE did the best with that. Now, what they're doing now is WWE is full on in doing intention in writing on Sami's entire creative right now and where his character is placed. And that's why it sucks. That's why the bloodline sucks. That's why Judgment Day sucks, because it's not the initial charm of the person and what they found to connect with the audience and then exploit that and get over. They're doing what WWE thinks would be cool, and it just doesn't work as well as the real magic. Now, also, by now you should know Sami has two like gears as a performer. One is plucky underdog who has a will to survive and a will to win that goes beyond anything else. It's super fun as a babyface. You root for him. Sometimes he wins. It's great, right?
Yes, comedy skit with Danhausen. Let's do it. Book it. Sami Zayn, Danhausen. Title.
Gear 2 is just being really, really flipping annoying. And you don't really want him around. And they exploited that to a great deal for his when he was a heel. And he got a great WrestleMania match with the Jackass guys. But he never gets like legitimate as a heel WWE card placement because he's just very annoying and whining. And that character doesn't draw in that traditional sense. He is one of the best performers that they have. But they chose the gear that doesn't draw, and they chose to try and do as little with that as possible before they dropped a belt on him in a weekend that matters the least. There's 53 shows. There's no build-up to this match that we've already seen these guys doing these main event segments over and over again.
Yeah, but Darby Allin has proved that can work. I mean, they slapped a belt on him right before WrestleMania when there was news stories dropping left and right, and Darby got the spotlight. And then after WrestleMania week was over, Darby kept getting the spotlight, and he was an underdog plucky champion, and it worked for 3-4 weeks. It was great.
They're not using Sami as a plucky underdog champion.
No, not at all.
Enjoyable about his performance.
Nothing.
So they just stuck him there. No one expected. No one wanted him to win this match.
Well, I think that's the thing. You don't have to tell me that WWE does bad booking. But I
don't have to convince you of that.
You don't have to convince me. They do. It just, but they also don't really strike when the iron's hot. Like you said, like they delay everything for so long, and then it's like, whatever, I don't care anymore. It's like you can only blue ball the audience for like so long before they're like, bro, like this isn't worth it anymore.
I do like the fact that you say blue balled. That just makes it all so much better.
But that's what they did. I mean, like they did it with Chad Gable and the Gunther. You know, like they didn't give the Chad Gable the pop. They just kept pushing and pushing, and everybody wanted it to happen. And to be fair, this kind of like goes back to Triple H creative to back in his like actual like heyday of being the Triple H reign of terror, where he didn't let any of these guys get the pop when they deserved it, you know.
Well, it's because they want to do it because it's their idea and not the fans' idea, because they hate the fans. They don't think
that's fine, but you can do creative stuff by pivoting around what the fans want. I mean, I get not always giving the fans what they want and building it up, but like I said, you can only edge somebody for so long before just like it doesn't matter anymore. Like because, and that's what they're doing, and they do it for far too long, and it just it's annoying. That's a big part of, I think that may be a huge, aside from the commercials, I think that's a big part of why I'm just like, WWE. It's just, you know, it's going to be WWE's way, whether we like it or not. And fuck you. You better just sit back and enjoy it and let us tell our stories. And it doesn't matter if there's some guy that the audience really connects with and they like it. It's not going to change how we tell that story. And then the audience at some point can only root for that person for so long before the stick gets old, you know,
right
at the end of the and so
Triple H just gave his own version of the Bubba speech. Be a fan. You know, Bubba didn't like that Sona's booing his heel girlfriend at the time, so he took the guy backstage, told him be a fan, and Triple H just gave us that speech. You know what?
That's not even the first time. That's not the first time he's given that speech.
I love that speech, except my retort to that speech is, be a fan of what? You took away all of the things to be a fan of with this character and then made him champion. I would love to be a fan. Give me something to be a fan of. Tell me at least, commercial. Even lie to me and say that there's something likable about it. You haven't even tried to pretend that there's anything likable about a Sami Zayn championship run. What's likable? That Cody doesn't have the belt? That's the most redeeming thing about Sami Zayn right now to most people, is the fact that they wanted the belt off of Cody Rhodes in general. So yay, the belt's off of Cody Rhodes. That says nothing about the guy you put the belt on. It doesn't help, because he's also not a big enough heel to make anyone care. Nobody wants to see Cody Rhodes get back at Sami Zayn. Nobody cares. What happens if Cody Rhodes beats Sami Zayn up and takes the belt back? Is there anybody out there that's going to be like, yeah, I needed to see that. Sami Zayn was so mean to this babyface that I love, that he got his revenge and now he's back and he's the champion again. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody cares. It's terrible.
23 minutes in, we can curse now. You could say whatever the heck you want.
Gunther, for Christ's sakes. Oh my God. What the difference a month makes in the WWE? What the fuck? They spent all this time telling us last year, which I appreciated. Like, hey, we're doing the Roman thing with Gunther, guys. Like, we love this guy. We're going to let him retire people. We're going to make him the big bad monster. You love him. You love when he slaps people's chests, but also you hate him because he's so grimy. He's gritty. People just can't get past that Gunther hump because he's pure wrestling and evil. And they told us this forever. And now they're like, and he's kind of not very good at this anymore. But he's our bad guy, but he's kind of also not really a threat. Thanks a lot.
We wanted to fix that right now. If we sat down and addressed, that's a problem. Like if we could go back 2 weeks in time, 3 weeks to the build.
I'll tell you.
It's very easy. We could all pick the same thing. Okay. No. You want Sami to be champion, put the belt on Gunther, have him do a solid heel run where Sami is a plucky underdog trying to challenge him. Gunther will slap the shit out of him like a little kid trying to do a man's job, adult's job, and then that will bring back the plucky underdog Sami. Just paint by numbers stuff that works.
Remember Daniel Bryan? Remember when he became champion and there was kind of an upswell for him? But then what really worked? they made him the unlikable earth hippie guy with the wooden belt and all that stuff. And that was a decent way to make him champion. That championship run actually worked. Was it great? No. But was D-Bry the worst champion of all time? No.
Jey Uso.
Yes.
There is Jey Uso was better, man. And I'll tell you why. You want to know why? You want to know why?
He couldn't have a match.
I don't disagree. I'm not saying Jey Uso himself was great, but guess what? They actually made enough casual fans care about him.
Yeah.
The whole crowd started doing the freaking thing. He was popping the crowd. People were coming to the shows and enjoying themselves with Jey Uso as champion.
Oh,
now,
do you think I have a theory?
Smart marks were all like, Jey Uso's pretty meh. But at the same time, we all acknowledge the fact that he was drawing money for a minute. He sold some shirts. He made some people happy. I can't imagine a whole lot of people, like maybe like Sami's diehard fans that have been waiting for him to be champion forever, I'm sure are ecstatic right now. I'm sure there's people out there that are totally behind this Sami Zayn run. But on a storyline level, even on a character level, there's just no reason for the average wrestling fan to care about Sami Zayn as a champion at all in any fucking fashion. Like, not even a little bit. Like, what part of Sami Zayn's storyline is compelling right now? The fact that he's never been champion before and probably deserves it? That's it. That's it.
Yeah, but you don't like him now because of all the stuff they did or didn't do.
I don't dislike him now, but I don't like him either. They've
not
given me
you,
no
I
reason
mean,
to care.
just the fans. He's not positioned in a way for us to like him.
Sami squashed by Omos, but then that would be almost being the champion. I don't know.
I have a theory. Do you think that they listen to the fans, go and spend money and do the whole entrance thing for Jey Uso? They're like, the fans have spoken. We're going to listen. And they made Jey Uso champion. And then it came time to book the next show. They needed a title match. And then they realized, oh, shit, we booked a champion that can't actually have championship matches.
I honestly do believe a little bit of that happened, and I do believe it is a little bit of the problem but I don't disagree with it. They're sitting in the back. He's a likable guy. He's been around forever. He's one of the old boys, and he's been top guy adjacent for a long time. He's got people in his corner, and he was hot at the time. Yeah, I see Michael Hayes sitting in the back and Triple H and those guys and Road Dogg at the time. I see them all going, yeah, let's give Jay a shot, man. He's hot right now. If it's going to be now, if there's ever going to be a time like, yeah, why not? Let's give Jay a shot. They did. It was meh. It was okay. It sold shirts though. And live crowds were digging it. I mean, it wasn't as terrible as it could have been.
You mentioned Michael Hayes in the back talking to people, and I just got a chuckle thinking about
exactly. But you're supposed to. You're supposed to. That's why I do that.
Him in his suits, and he'll just keep going up to certain types of talent and be like, "I could say the word."
All right, but so here, Sami Zayn being the worst champion in WWE history wasn't even a question from me this week. That's a statement. My real face big question of the week for you guys is, what can they do to make this work? Can they do something like they did with D-Bry where they flip him heel and actually get somewhere? What can they do to sustain any type of run here with Sami Zayn? Is there a good opponent? Is there something that we want to see out of this tweener Sami that would be compelling wrestling television in any fashion? Does anybody have anything? That's the question. And if the answer is no,
but I've been doing a lot of talking. If you guys want to go first,
I think maybe this is like bigger picture, but I think part of my thing with WWE, and I think this is why AAA right now is one of the better shows, is that they run into some of the other problems that you get with some other companies. How are you differentiating your shows? Like, if you have this whole WWE universe and Raw is one universe and SmackDown's another, like, all right, how do you like Spider-Man it up the one and Batman it up the other? Like, give me a little bit of a difference in what the scenery is. I also never understood why they went all in on like promoting one type of show, which is like family and friendly. Like you have two shows. Like why? But hold on. But my point is why not do the best of both worlds, right? You have a Raw and you have a SmackDown, right? Make your SmackDown your family-friendly show, right? Put all those guys on, especially back in the day when they had like actual stuff. Because Raw was your late night, Monday night show that was on when kids shouldn't be watching it anyways. You could have easily made Raw your like, anti-establishment B show and kept it kind of for like the different types of wrestling fans, and then did like a family-friendly show. You keep some of the pay-per-view stuff kind of similar, but you keep some of the brand pay-per-views different. I just don't understand why you can't have like two different shows and the shows feel completely different in a way that's not just like WWE Red and WWE Blue,
I really feel like they did do that early on with SmackDown too, and they could like SmackDown was supposed to be a little more glossy, network show, and Raw stayed the dirty DX cable show, and Rock even kind of toned down the stuff he did when he was on SmackDown, and made it the funny double entendres for the kids, whereas DX was over here literally saying get my dick or whatever they were doing. So. But I don't disagree with that, and I know business wise why they didn't do that, but I think there was a way. This is really funny that you say that, because Mike Hunt was actually my first hip hop name when I was in a group called 1x5 Squared. It was me and Jack Hoff and the Exterminator. But yeah, I'll shout out Mike Hunt.
Seymour Butts.
It's fat and juicy. Was that supposed to like Hazy, was this supposed to like scare me away from saying it? Like, have you not heard me drop F-bombs halfway through? Like, this isn't the episode I'm submitting to the higher ups at YouTube to try to get monetized. I can already tell you that, brother. So if you were trying to trip me up, stick around because it gets raunchier than that. Loving it. Wow. Hold on. Johnny Gargano is a corpse. Danhausen can bring back to life, and he would make a better champion. Y'all do not know how much Khaleesi hates this fool. She's so mad. Tony, you got anything else you want to say about Sami Zayn? Is there any hope for this fucking thing?
No.
That's perfect answer. Oh god dang.
What the hell?
I'm laughing my butt off too.
Oh, my pop of the week. I'm gonna send this to you guys.
This friggin' guy.
There's someone found that they're using a wrestler we know for memes, and it actually kind of fits a little bit too much.
Are you gonna put this on the screen?
No, I'm gonna send it to you guys and not show.
Or you're just gonna send it to us offline, so we shouldn't even be talking about it. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Khaleesi. Appreciate that.
I don't know if it's strong enough to go on the show. Anyways, my drop of the week is Jim Cornette trying to shit on Mason Rook's match and saying how basically he's like, I wouldn't even let you fuck my own wife. And Mason Rook is just like, I'm fine. I was happy with my friends and family at the show. We had fun. No, Jim Cornette used to have his wrestlers fuck his wife in the cuck chair. That's the whole basis of that's how
wrestling.
Cuck chairs got into the wrestling universe.
That's why they put them in hotel rooms now. That's why there's only one chair in your hotel room.
That's for
there's
Jim
a table.
Cornette.
There's two sides to the table. There should be a chair on both sides, but for some reason there's just the one chair. I'm just saying. Just don't think about it too hard. You'll Seinfeld your brain.
Seinfeld dated a teenager when he was a high schooler, when he was in like 30, 40 years old.
Shush.
It's such an interesting thing to always never forget about him. Funny guy, though.
Really funny. I mean, and he hired that Michael Richards guy, so.
Michael Richards is great.
Smart stuff.
Not everything he did.
I heard his stand-up is hilarious. A little rude though.
Just
Tony, that's 2 on the nose.
What? To a certain demographic group, he's very rude, but the rest is really good.
Can I do this now, Byron?
Yeah. Are you doing the new one? Yes. This is phenomenal. Everyone, pay attention.
I got to get the light right. I'm going to crack this bad boy open because I want to prove something to you guys out there about Ohm Face. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. That's right. You heard it from me. Ohm Face is as easy as 1, 2, 3. And I want to explain. I've been using these products for about 1.5 years now, long before we were sponsored on this show by Ohm Face. And it's simply because these products are as easy as 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna crack this open. I got to read some copy too because there's some specific things they want me to say. But for this particular product, I don't even really need to. Right, Byron? You've been using this for a while yourself, haven't you?
I've been using this since the beginning of time. This is phenomenal stuff. It's the Trios set, which is the basic set that everyone should have. You have a wash, you have a toner spray, and then a moisturizer. If you're not doing that, you're messing up. Okay. If you want to incorporate it into other products that we've shown, like the eye patches, the eye masks, you wash, you do your toner spray, which feels amazing, and then you put the patches on. Or you could put the face mask on, the Zorro mask they sell. Or then you could start your age defense system if you're going to be doing that. And yeah, you could end up doing like 5 different steps if you're doing a bunch of stuff, and it goes by super fast and you feel and look great. This is the trio set, and this is, I believe, what they put in the travel kit as well, but this is the full size.
Yeah, that's correct.
And it's
this
amazing.
But the whole thing is like, yeah, you can start adding other products and you can do some other stuff, but this is where you start, guys. Yep. It's super easy. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to reach into this magic box here and I'm going to pull out number 1 right there. You see that number 1 on there?
Yeah.
How can you mess it up? You can't mess it up. The beginning is 1. You start with number 1. This is your daily face wash. This is what's going to exfoliate, clean, cleanse, and heal your skin so that you can have the face that you want to have. You want the face that rules the place. This is where you start. It's easy. Number 1. Then
they really knew what they were doing when they started a skincare brand for men. They're like, step 1, we got to make it as simple as possible. Let's put the numbers on it.
Step 1, wash your face. And that's what you wash your face with. Now, it gets a little more complicated because some people don't understand what this is all about here. This is step number 2. You see my number 2 over there? Let me show you right there. There you go. Step number 2 is the spray toner, okay? The trick to the spray toner is what this is doing is restoring the pH balance of your skin. And this is important because your chemicals in your body need to get themselves right. You don't want the outside world affecting your skin. So once you've gotten all the grit and grime off with number 1, you're going to this step, which is restorative. This is what's going to get you back on track. Step number 2. It's a light mist. It's friendly. It's herbal. It's refreshing. And it's going to bring your pH balance back into place. Then, and this is my favorite part, and you don't even need a lot of this, and I don't know why. They should have like put a bunch of crappy ingredients here that made it just soak into your face, so you need to use a ton of it. Man, I use like 2 or 3 little squirts of this stuff, and it goes all day. This is your step number 3. This is the Ohm Face Moisturizer. This is magic. This is the step that takes all the cleanliness you got from that wash, then all of the rebalancing that you got from that toner, and now you're revitalizing, healing, and polishing it all up. This is the full detail that you get when you go to the car wash. This is what makes it shine. This is that final coat that brings back that youthful look, that rejuvenates your skin, that heals the cracks and craggles and wrinkles and brings you all back together. This is the component right here, the number 3, the moisturizer. This is good stuff. And literally, Byron and I got put onto this a year and a half or so ago. It's phenomenal. There's a reason why we sponsor these products on this show, because they genuinely work and we genuinely use them. Love them. Tony,
every day.
Tony's been doing this for how long have you been doing this for? Are you using the steps 1, 2, and 3? Is it hard?
Yeah, no, it's not hard at all. And I've been using it for approximately, I think, 7 months now. I get a lot of compliments on the way that I look and how my skin looks. I recently went to a dermatologist, and she's told me, you know, for that my skin looks great. Like she's like, really good genes, or you're doing something. And I was like, I am doing something. It's called On Face. I am sponsored by these guys, and it's working and it's great.
It's great stuff. It's that simple. Why can I gotta switch me? There we go. Switch back in here. I'm gonna read the stuff because they like when I read the stuff. But that was all from me before. That was no mumbo jumbo from them. That's how I genuinely feel about these products, and they're super duper easy. Steps 1, 2, and 3. But let me tell you what they say. Get ready to seize the day with a 3-step daily routine kit that's simple, easy to use, and gently formulated for healthy skin and a better shave, which I needed to do today, but I forgot. It's for all skin types as well, too. So don't think, oh, I got this kind of skin, I can't do it. No, you can do it. It's for all skin types. I don't want to hear that. You get the daily face wash, which is 4.22 fluid ounces. You get the herbal spray toner, which is a giant 8.45, and that's okay because I do use a little more of that. I like the spritz. It's nice and cool feeling. And I spritz typically after I get my shave on. I do my face wash first, but then you got the face moisturizer. That's about 5 ounces. They're numbered 1, 2, and 3 so that you can set up a hassle-free routine. It's ideal for daily use. It preserves your skin's natural moisture. There's no drying alcohol. This is ethanol free. This is like, guys, look at the ingredients on the lotion that you have. Go find that bottle of Jergens that you have in there. That bottle of what is one of the main ingredients in that crap? Alcohol. Why would you put alcohol in something you're trying to moisturize with? The entire purpose of alcohol is to sterilize and dry things up and take away the moisture. Why would you do that? You wouldn't. You wouldn't in a product. You know why they do that? Because they want you to use more. Because it just feels like greasy, but it's greasy alcohol, and then you put more on, and then you put more on, and then you put more on, and then you buy all of their product, and you're just making some fat cat rich without doing anything for your skin. That's not what you want to do here. And to boot, this is Leaping Bunny certified. That means we're not hurting those little baby animals when we're making this stuff. We're just taking the alcohol out, taking the bad stuff out, putting the good stuff in to your skin. So you got solutions in here for excess oil, dead skin, free radicals, clogged and enlarged pores, dehydration, oily skin, that sun damage that you get. And good Lord, if you go outside right now, it's a hot one. Those weak skin barriers get built back up. The rough skin gets softer. The moisture loss gets resaturated. Can help your shaving irritations, and it can fix that dull, uneven skin. This is a 3-step daily skincare kit that deeply cleanses pores to remove excess oil, sweat, impurities, and replenishes moisture loss, soothes that razor burn, bumps, and all the other minor irritations that you get from shaving. It provides long-lasting hydration with a shine-free finish that quickly absorbs into the skin. It just looked like I got it on right now. It looks mellow. It looks cool, but also I look hydrated. I look healthy. That's what you want. How it works. This is a potent blend of collagen, shea butter, Centinella Astica, and witch hazel, witch hazel extract that nourishes the skin with fatty acids, vitamins, and antioxidants to ensure long-lasting hydration without clogging the pores. Its hyaluronic acid takes it up a notch by delivering superb hydration and reducing the signs of aging. Ask Rebecca, do I look old? I've been doing this for 10 years. Pretty much look exactly the same. It's a secret. So make it your complete regimen. You can add in the Sun Defense SPF 30 Revitalizing Hydrogel Face Mask Set. You can add in those 24K golden hour eye mask that Byron loves so much because he gets the bad bags. I got to tell you, that kid hasn't slept in years. That's what happens when you edit.
No, I get sleep, but I do use those like once a week now, and it makes all the difference in the world. I get dry spots, and so then I get wrinkled. Moisturizing helps prevent wrinkles.
All right, so
you moisturize, you don't have wrinkles.
You moisturize, you don't have wrinkles. He said it. All right, I'm going to give you the goods. www.HOMMEFACE. That's Om Face. Om Face for your face. Get there and then do this. You're going to get your little stuff together. There's going to be a little place that says, do you have a discount code? And you're going to say, yes, I do. And that code is going to be MMM20. That's MMM20. You're going to get yourself 20% off and free shipping on that order, okay? In the coastal U.S. For our international people, I don't know if it does anything, but you can try it because the products are still good. So listen to me. www.omface.com, MMM20. Get that discount. Get your, what do they call this? The three, what I need the name again. I lost the name. I want to know the name of this kit. This is the Daily Trio 3-step skincare set. Daily Trio, I'm going to say this right. Daily Trio 3-step skincare set. And this is the way you want to go. Like, I was buying all this stuff individually. They've done it for you. 1, 2, and 3, one box. Get it. $50, but you get 20% off with free shipping. Do yourself a favor. Get yours now.
Yeah, okay. Can I give them a before we move on? Can I give them a little sheet that I do? Well, let's say you go and walk your dog, and it's like, I don't know, 125 degrees outside, and the sun is like scorching, and then you come home and you clean your face right quick because it's probably like very polluted, and then you the toner on your face, oof, brings you back to life, bro. Let me tell you.
I love the toner is like the most refreshing part of the day. I'm not even gonna mention it. But the moisturizer, I know what that one does. Like, because even after the toner, I can still see like, oh, why was I out in the sun for 4 hours mowing that lawn yesterday? Then I put that stuff on and I'm like, I'm me again. I'm back.
Make sure you're using that Om Face suntan lotion.
Yeah, that SPF. Well, I let my daughter take mine, thinking, oh, it's going to be Cleveland while she's gone. And when she left, it was all rainy and dismal, and you could do without your SPF 30 Om Face sunblock. But today it was like 98 and with a blister rating of 106 degrees in Cleveland. It is technically one of the hot. They're worried that people are dying out there in the streets. It's, like 180% humidity. It's fucking horrible.
Yeah, it's nasty.
It's nasty. The whole Midwest is in this
I've been
dome circle thing.
Hanging out inside a lot.
You know what the crazy thing is? In Monterey,
winter.
That's like our regular summer.
But do you guys get the humidity too? I get the heat.
Yes.
You get
like
the humidity?
86, something like that, 92. Yeah. No, it's, you know what's the weird part of this? We're in the mountains, right? But the city itself, it's only about 500 meters above sea level. So, yeah, it's crazy. Because like Mexico City is like 24,000 some shit.
Right.
So we are like barely there. But then we get all this humidity from the Gulf, which is not far. But then the heat, like we're in the desert. It's crazy. It's that's why they said that the people that populated this area are like really good, like entrepreneurs and stuff, because they come from these people that had to like really struggle with the weather at the time.
Yeah. And what they should have done was just keep moving to someplace that's a little more temperate.
Well, they tried 3 times. That is the fun part of this. They the foundation of the city took 3 tries, and they finally just like, fuck it, we're gonna stay here. Yeah. I think we lost Byron.
We need to get Bex to do a commercial where she just goes, these motherfuckers on their own face zombie juice, they never age. Why are they undead? What's happened? We'll get her to do her own commercial for us.
You know what's gonna be super fun tomorrow? I have to leave here probably around 4 a.m. in the morning, get on a plane, go to Tijuana, get there at 9, do an activity with Kevin Knight and Mike Bailey and Thunder Rosa, and I think Ariel Levy, and
Yeah.
yeah, and then and then I will get back on a plane and get here at 1 a.m. in the morning the next day. It's gonna be
Brutal.
super fun.
What you got to do is on the plane, put on the eye mask.
Oh, that's right. I can do that because it's a 4-hour flight.
Sorry,
Yeah.
that's the back of the box.
30 minutes. Put the eye mask on.
Oh, it's like a 3-hour flight. Wait, 3-hour flight? Yeah, I think so. It's just that
And
I
the
have to-
toner when you get off. Well, I mean, you're gonna TSA may take the toner away if you have that.
No, not if you have the travel ones. They're under 3
travel?
ounces.
Yeah, I have a travel kit.
Ooh,
They're all
you're
under
all
ounces.
set.
Yeah.
No one's gonna know how tired you are tomorrow.
I got you, girl. We'll get you paid. We got you.
Anyways, wrestling.
I'm getting to it. I want to talk to Bear. I did not watch AEW Dynamite tonight. I will watch it, guys. I apologize. I totally sketched.
You're not gonna believe this.
There's
I'm
a lot.
actually
There's a lot that you're
watching.
gonna like on it. I could name
watched-
3 things at least that you'll be looking.
Okay, well, let's do that.
Oh, yeah.
What are the 3 things that Justin really missed out on by not watching Dynamite tonight?
Well, the first one is they opened the show with Mark Briscoe versus MJF.
No, the
And
promo.
And there's a
Mark
new
Briscoe.
champion.
What did they do? The
No.
promo? They did the promos first.
Oh, they did a bunch of he said 3 things that I know that he would be interested in.
Yeah.
He wouldn't like that
Do I
stuff.
care
And
what
I
the
love-
fuck about your promo? Byron?
And so
Let's
It was
Bear
good.
Society.
I believe me, I like the Death Rider thing at the beginning with him and Moxley and all them kind of crossing
I think
paths. That
Kenny
was
showed.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Kenny's whole thing. But I'm talking what Justin I know will miss. Bang Bang Gang came back and Jay White cut a pretty dope promo. Super excited
Yep.
for them baby faces. But then what I know Justin will like is Shane Taylor then called him out for a collision and said they're the new Collision Cowboys or whatever it is. They
Let's
run Collision
go.
now.
Let's go.
So it seems like Shane Taylor's getting a decent like Collision push now. Like they're gonna get bumped up from Ring of Honor up to Collision, I think.
It feels like it, and they've been using him that way, which is great. It's like, and again, I hope in general, I want to see like if we're not going to lock rosters, let's do this thing where we move people around a little bit and let people come to Dynamite one week and go to like it makes sense. And yeah, they should put them there, let them be a force. He cuts good promos. They don't have to set up a whole lot of storylines for him. You know, and Collision sadly does have to be a little bit of an afterthought story-wise because of how they film it sometimes, and especially on those nights where like everybody shows up and there's shooting both episodes. Like Tony Khan is still a human and has to write 2 whole goddamn shows. And so putting some people like that on Collision, like FTR held down that slot on Collision for a long time. And Dax did a great job. Because Dax, you could tell he would just be like, Tony, what do you need out of us tonight? And like, okay, cool. Can I get a mic for 2 minutes live in front of the crowd to set it up? Okay, great. Let me go. I got you. And he would just set shit up. Shane is the same kind of guy. He can just go out there, get a storyline over real quick, get a feud brewing, go out there, be mean, get the crowd hot, get them mad, whatever needs to happen. Perfect people for a Collision. And I've heard that Edge CNC, that they're planning on putting them on Collision kind of as a Collision mainstay too, which I think is smart. Like anchor it with some,
Well, I could see
names.
probably some Bang Bang Gang stuff then being there because everybody that you just mentioned are guys that they're mixing it up with. Like
Right.
Christian cut a promo today with Edge and was like, well, what's the deal with Jay White? And Edge is like, you know, he owed me one and cashed it in, I guess. So we're even now.
and a
then
lot
Christian's
of times,
like, yeah, well, I had a lot of problems with him beforehand, and I still have problems with him. And
Yeah,
so
but
that's
I like that, but also my immediate response to Christian Cage saying that he had a problem with Jay White and he still has a problem with Jay White. Christian never actually turned face. He never became a likable person. He has a problem with everyone. He had
just
one,
teamed up with Coke.
still has
That's
one.
all he did.
No, I
He's
really
not even
enjoy
nice
that.
to Coke.
No, I think that's great. I like the fact that he stayed in character and just they put, I think that's what's fun about tag teams is you can do that. And so yeah, that would be probably say that they're going to be on Collision, I guess. My third thing that I would say, I promised 3, so now I got to deliver 3. I'm interested in Statlander. They got me invested back into it.
Oh, how did they do that? That's quite a feat.
Because they did well, because I think her and Persephone are going to be great dance partners, and they set that all up tonight. They gave a little preview of them in the ring together. They're like, Persephone is definitely playing the cocky heel right now, and it's kind of great. And but they balance off of each other really well, because Persephone can really move in the ring, and she's big, just big enough to be like, oh, I can, hang with you, Stat, and so I think those two could have
Stat's
some fun
fast
matches.
too, though, man. If you see Stat really,
that's what I'm
the ropes,
saying.
A lot of the girls don't really like to do that, like Joshi style rope running stuff, but I've seen Stat do it, and she can go without blowing up.
She's very athletic, and so there was just something there tonight where I was like, okay, I can see kind of what they're building, and then they definitely built it to it at the end of the match, and then she'd ended up becoming champion, but after Persephone nailed Statlander in the head with a belt, and so
I haven't
they're
seen
definitely well, there you go. But they really, what I really enjoyed about that match too is they showcase Persephone, which makes me feel a lot better with the direction they may be heading with her too, because she got 2 pins and was looking dominant and looked like it was mostly more like she's a little bit too hot-headed is the reason she lost the match, a little bit too cocky. And so I'm excited to see where they go with that. Persephone and Statlander can have some bangers of some matches, and yeah, I'm pretty excited.
We lost
Damn.
Justin. You know what? I think I think the things you brought up about Dynamite that you thought Justin would like offended him so much that he decided to leave the show, and he doesn't want to watch wrestling ever again. Anyways, Sumi Kumar, hoi, hi, thank you for joining us. Thanks for watching. Khaleesi says she's not cocky, she's just convinced.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna.
No, I enjoy Persephone. She's one of my favorite people on. And you know what I really liked about this week, though? I'm so glad we're out of Forbidden Door season. From a standpoint, Forbidden Door almost feels like a 4 week Christmas episode in a TV series.
Yeah.
It's
it's bad TV. All the promoting, the pay-per-view I thought was awesome, but it's just bad TV.
It was
trying to promote it because they don't know between injuries and visas who's going to be available, so they don't book 90% of the show until during the week before.
No, I know, but I also just enjoy that we're back to AEW stories. It feels like there was a little bit of all right, now this other stuff comes in and did set some things up. Don't get me wrong, they did do that, but it was just nice to be back into. Okay, I know all these people, I know all these stories. I'm excited to see that we're back into this thing. With Kenny and Will Ospreay officially joining the Death Riders.
Yeah. Before we leave Forbidden Door officially, can I ask what you thought?
Didn't we already do that on Sunday?
I was
Byron was eating ice cream.
How
was the
ice cream? I had ice cream and I had pie because.
But what kind of ice cream do you had?
It was vanilla, but it was ice cream that went with blueberry and cherry pie.
That it tracks that it was vanilla.
Well, it went with pie.
So
I didn't want to get Rocky Road and
anyway.
put it on a blueberry pie. That's insane. Anyways, what did you think about Starlight Kid on the main stage?
I think you screwed me. You convinced me. to go for her, and then I
Oh, he did.
That was like other than the surprise of the Young Bucks losing, that was the one that I was like, yeah, maybe. And then you convinced me into it, and then it would cost me I guess
but it was amazing. It was a great match.
So
she's great.
Wait, I have a question though. Do we really think it's going to be Mercedes and Tekla at All In, or is there going to be some kind of change before we get there?
Nah, no, I don't think so.
Did they say anything tonight? Did they officially announce that it's Mercedes and Tekla at All In?
No, I don't think they officially announced it, or I don't
think it's going to be. I think Tekla's going to drop before then.
I
Who do
feel
you
like
drop to
they
unless you're
both
bringing somebody in?
I feel like Tekla earned it. Unless
I
they bring
agree.
back
I'm not saying she
Toni
didn't.
Storm comes back.
I'm not saying she didn't. But I have a feeling that at what is this next pay-per-view called? They got one more in between now and then, right?
Overdrive. Over the edge.
Not Overdrive. What? It's called Redemption.
Redemption.
Oh God. This is the one everyone thought Cody was going to come back for, right?
Yeah.
Did they?
Oh, so is that the first time they call it that?
It's the first time for the pay-per-view. Yeah. But so it came out because the trademarks and copyrights come out that AEW they copyrighted trademark filed for a show called Redemption, and everyone goes, "Oh, that's Cody coming back. He's gonna come back. He's like still champion and main eventing every show on WWE." It's funny.
Well, nobody deserves it. The real question is, who can Mercedes draw the most money with that would be available to AEW to put in Wembley Stadium?
When is Bailey's contract up? Should we just jump straight to that?
I mean,
not anytime soon.
No.
I don't think that would have happened because
of this conversation.
Yeah. I mean, I think if that had any reasonable possibility, then Mercedes would not have put it on her Instagram as a story.
I mean, if I was Bailey, I would call Mercedes and be like, "Girl, you gotta stop saying shit. You're gonna get me in trouble over here." I mean, it's bad enough. She already got heat for
shit over here.
She already got heat for showing up and hanging out backstage at AEW. And she didn't hang out by the way, she did not hang backstage with AEW talent. She stayed in Sasha's room, kept to herself, watched on the fucking monitors. Like, as far as wrestlers visiting another company's shows, she did it the right way. Like, she was literally just there to support her friend. She wasn't trying to talk to anybody from the office. She wasn't trying to make friends with the other talent. Like, she was just there for her homegirl. If other people came in or she saw other people, of course she was friendly. But, like, can you really shit on her for that? Like, if my best friend worked in a different company, I can't go see my best friend?
Well, Ricky Saints was in the walk-up with Cody for his Survivor Series match.
Yeah, and then they let that brother go.
And now he's in WWE.
Correct.
They tried to sign him back. He left on purpose. But Bailey,
Ricky wasn't exactly making friends in the office.
No, Ricky's gonna have an interesting time in a couple years, I think, unless something gets fixed.
Wow, I just speed watched all of Dynamite.
I've done
Don't
that.
Spoil
before.
the ending for me.
Spoil it for
You
me.
want me to spoil the ending?
That's a huge talking point, though.
Yeah, what do you mean? You should no.
Yeah, what the fuck, man? I can't.
Get the fuck out of here.
Did Hangman Page come back with a?
No, but
No,
can we
the
talk
Cody
about it,
clause,
or
man.
Was there anything else you want to talk about? Was there any other point? Because I want to talk about Andrade here, because I think they went back one step.
Did he end up on the show at all?
Yeah, but Bear, did it? I mean, because you know more than me on this, because I watched it without sound. So, did they went back one step? Didn't he already had like FU and I'm out, and then they had him again being part of the Don
No, they
Callis
just
family?
beat him up. They just jumped him.
No,
they
but
jumped Andrade.
Yeah, but like, he was trying to like be cool with MJF, and then he hit him with the thing, didn't he?
Well, I can't quite remember everything in that one. I just know that like he came out, didn't he challenge Andrade, and then like
I don't have the sound on. That's the problem.
Well,
that was one of the
you may have
times
to
I
go back
think
and watch
was,
it again.
Yeah, probably.
Well, I was like,
I have a
making dinner
3-hour
during
flight,
some
so
of it.
yeah, I'll watch it again.
I missed some of the beginning. There's some parts at the beginning I missed, or well, I was watching, but it wasn't 100% invested.
Did you guys do Quiero Lucho yesterday?
No, we're doing it on Friday. We mentioned this on a previous meeting. You did not listen to me.
Man, if I even half explained my day to you, you'd know why. It's been
no, we're doing it on
so
Fridays
crazy.
because nobody was available during the week. I couldn't do it today. And I'm not gonna be able to do it tomorrow. So Friday it is. But yeah,
Hey, makes sense.
Also Spanish speaking. Come and watch us and speak Spanish. And,
Yeah, no, Andrade said he was done with Don Callis and wanted
okay.
the AEW World Title, and then that's what I thought. And then the Callis family attacked him.
Okay,
and now he's got a match against Brian Cage next week.
Okay, maybe I missed what was
Oh
happening.
my God, they're gonna give Brian Cage a win over Andrade? Man, when was the last time we saw Brian Cage win on AEW TV? Remember when he first came in? It was like, oh my God, they got Brian Cage. They're going to make him AEW champion tomorrow.
Nope.
Nope.
But there was that run in TNA that he got. Didn't he become champion
right
there?
before that? Yeah, that's what got him his AEW job.
All the Lucha guys went to TNA for a little Lucha reunion there for a little bit, and it was kind of fun.
Yeah, because Conan was back over there too, and he was like, hey, come on through. I actually liked that run of the Lucha Brothers almost better than what the overall picture of the AEW version of them was. Like at first, I really was into them, but then whenever Phoenix got hurt on that Go Home show, from there on,
that was one of the really good like iterations of TNA. They've had like moments of ebbs and flows, and that was one of the times. That was one of the times that I legit was like, "Oh wow, they got all the Lucha Underground guys in TNA. I got to watch this for a little bit." And then they all went to AEW.
This segment is a lie.
Right before that had been pretty good too. Like Borash had done the delete stuff.
Oh,
and then there was a run with LA Knight and Big Papa Pump that I absolutely loved. There was some of the Disco Inferno getting beat up by girls stuff that was funny when he came back. I enjoyed some of that. When Mickey James first got fired from WWE and got all of her stuff in a garbage bag. Right after when she first went back, the women's division went nuts when she first went back to TNA. And that was when you got Masha in there, and you got Kelly, and you got
Killer Kelly?
Yeah. Was
and
she
Killer
there?
Cross? Anyway, Killer Kelly and Masha as a tag were amazing.
Yeah.
And individuals too.
I mean, you started getting a lot of cool stuff. Like,
dude, after Lucha Underground, I felt like Impact was the TNA, but as Impact champion, that was the best booking, best utilization of Penta as Penta.
No, I agree. Like I said, TNA was doing some interesting stuff around that time.
He was cutting promos, but they added special effects shit to them to make it look like extra cool and a little, not ordinary or normal. And
they were definitely the number 2 promotion at the time. It was a very distant 2, but
you could watch.
I did not like WWE at that point in time at all. So
I didn't, and I'd completely fallen out of the product at that point before AEW was there, and like Lucha Underground kind of went away, and then it was like, well, I don't really want to watch WWE. Nothing is really vibing, and that gets back into the Sami Zayn of it all, because that was like, that class is really early years in the E, and the Vince McMahon last years, which were all pretty shit.
Yeah.
And so AEW got me back in, but TNA was right. Like AEW kind of got me back in, and then that's when I was like, oh, look what's happening in TNA at the same time. But then it kind of was like the second I was like, oh, TNA looks cool. They you
No,
know,
they don't.
all
That's the thing
jumps.
they have the life cycle. They build up that momentum. They have that good stuff. That's their own stuff that they're doing, and then at some point it crashes and burns. Maybe they just can't handle it. Maybe something goes on. Maybe it's
It's
just
hard to be
when
consistent.
yeah, and when the product also gets
Well, they're
good enough,
consistently
then their
bad.
talent. Well, they have these good moments like we've been talking about. I don't know if they are good for so long, then all of a sudden their talent requires more money or gets poached, and then they have to do a complete overhaul. Like they let AJ Styles go. TNA let AJ Styles go. Well,
I mean, but what else could he have done over there?
they could have kept paying him to be their big draw and their big star. They could have done that.
But
But
it's just that I guess we have this mentality like that. But before AEW, the only way to improve your career, you will be literally, outpriced.
That the whole problem was AJ was no longer their big top star because he couldn't be there. He had been there too long for people to still care about him doing anything there. He had done everything at TNA at the time.
Yeah, I thought that was the whole thing. That it was like, what else I'm gonna be champion for the 12th time?
Well, and also look, like remember the old school LAX versus new school LAX was great.
Mhm.
I don't.
And then after that, like those guys were so hot. Ortiz and Santana, they were red hot.
Mhm.
Then the contracts came up and they said, hey, can we get a couple dollars more? And TNA was like, we don't have a couple dollars more. And they were like, well, Tony Khan does. Bye. I mean, it's not rocket science. And especially TNA during that era, they were filming once a month and you were getting paid like you were wrestling once a month. And then you went out on the indies and made all the rest of your money. Like TNA was paying these cats, $1,000, $2,000 one time a month and flying them in, doing TV. And then, I mean, that's $24,000 a year. That's nothing.
No, I think TNA just needs to I think they're doing the right thing. It sounds like they're going to go young. I think that should be kind of their thing. They should have perpetually scouts out there trying to find the next person with potential that nobody's ever heard of. And every time they get poached, they just bring in this new crop of kids out of the indies.
They need their own Evolve.
Yeah,
they should be Evolve. They should be Evolve. They should be the Evolve program for WWE. It should be TNA because it has its own TV show and signed talent that can be doing stuff that's not just bringing in indies occasionally. But
and
yes,
they should be doing the
TNA
Lucha Underground thing
Evolve.
too. They should only film 1 or 2 times a month. They should figure out how to just bring talent in, keep it affordable, let those guys go out and be indie stars, but keep, bring them in for, where you're only spending $4,000 or $5,000 per month on a talent at most. They should be that company where it's more than what you're going to get on an indie. You're going to get your TV exposure, but also it's not paying that much more than you would pay indie guys. And that has been the success of TNA in the past. And yeah, they've spent too much bringing in your Hogans and your top names or your other guys, but TNA shouldn't do that anymore. They just shouldn't do that right now.
They just need to accept who they are and run a really good wrestling show, and people will be there. And to be fair, once again, we got back to Sunday. I don't want to rag on TNA. It sounds like they're making some good decisions here, and it sounds like there has been proof of them deciding they're going to make good decisions over the last month. And so maybe I'll have to give it a shot and see what's going on now that there's kind of a new regime taking over.
I'll tell you what, I had zero expectations for that show, and maybe it helped. But it was good. I didn't have any issues, and some of the matches were surprisingly outstanding. I thought the AJ Francis stuff was even good. With Elijah, That match should have done nothing for me, but it worked. You know, Santana and Nemeth, with Santana dropping the belt, made sense and totally worked. I was a little questionable on Zaya Brookside taking out what is her name now? Lei Ying Lee or something.
Yeah.
That was the one decision where I was like, okay, I get it. You want to switch some things up, but I don't know if I would have done that. Especially when they just announced a mid-card belt, because it's like Zaya to me feels like she would make a great mid-card belt champion. But I mean, they got those belts off of the Elegance brand, which I thought was, you know, probably smart if you're not going to have Dana Brooke being the face of it, where she can really go and wrestle and be the champion. Like they made, and then also the packages were great. The package for Joe Doring that just passed away, the package for Amazing Red, the package for Conan that they did, dude, that got me choked up. You know, especially since I didn't know this for a fact, but I felt like Santana was going to leave. I knew his contract was coming up and he was talking to them, but most likely he was going to leave, which he did, or he is. But the fact that they let him do that package for Conan, saying that Conan was going to go into the Hall of Fame, dude, that just got me. I was just like, whoo, I'm not even Latino, but there was like some Latino pride in that package, you know, as they showed all the, you know, Hernandez, they showed Penta, they showed all the, like, everybody. They didn't care what promotion they were in. All the guys that have been through there that were connected to Conan, they put them in the package. It was awesome. It was a great package. And when TNA is like that, it felt like Scott D'Amore had his finger back on TNA, but he didn't. So whatever they did, bravo. Good job, guys. Keep that going. I don't know if they can, but and I love Tommy Dreamer. I got no issues with Tommy Dreamer. I know people came out with all this, I hating Tommy Dreamer for this, that, and the other thing. Whatever. I got no issue with Tommy Dreamer. But if he was the cause of that show not being as good as that pay-per-view was, sorry, Tommy, you got to go, brother. Like, you can't make wrestling stink so bad that Tony hates it.
Hey, wait a minute. You're trying to drag me to this again? Stop it.
I'm just saying, you do not like that product.
I still don't like it. He's not there, so I guess it's not his fault.
But you didn't watch his pay-per-view. It was good, Tony. It was good.
This is the guy that gave an A to Raw during this era, so I do not know if that's valid.
I gave it a B.
No. Jesus,
I'm saying I gave this TNA pay-per-view a B, which was my highest rating of all 4 of the pay-per-views this weekend. And it wasn't because it was fabulous.
You. Sure.
It wasn't because it was fabulous. You know why? They fucked up the least.
Oh God, okay.
TNA literally fucked up the least. They got the least amount of points subtracted. Because for me, and I want to hear what Byron's thoughts are on some of this too, because we haven't talked to Byron about the AEW pay-per-view. But to me, that
and we don't need to though. I mean,
that Kenny Zack Sabre match, blah. The Mox match, meh. There was just things on the AEW pay-per-view. Like, everything that I liked was super duper great. But the things that I didn't like, there was a lot of subtraction points and some stuff that just shouldn't have been on that card.
But then again, hold on, before we get to Byron, and we can skip it if we want to. No, I'm kidding, bro. I'm joking. Yes, because there is so much on those shows that you can, you know, if you really want to, you know, pick at it, then fine, you know, but there's so much to like people to like. And I know the Moxley match was kind of a wasted opportunity for Bandido, right?
It wasn't supposed to be that match, though.
But yeah, we got that after the fact. So, but you know, in reality,
and to be fair, the match that it would have been infinitely more interesting because of the whole Death Riders United Kingdom thing that they've been teasing.
Right.
And so having Mox and Byron, what's his name?
Will Ospreay?
No,
Oh my God,
his
no.
protege.
The other guy.
Danny
Well, it's her.
Garcia.
Danny Garcia?
No,
No.
Yuta?
no.
On
Yuta
the other,
Will
on the other
Ospreay.
group.
Oh, Osprey's
In
other
United-
guy.
Ospreay?
Yeah.
Kenny Omega.
Jesus.
Oh,
Never
God.
mind, Byron.
Never mind. From in New Japan, the dude that got hurt was supposed to fight
Callum
Mox.
Newman.
Yes. Okay.
Callum.
That would have been more interesting because there would have
Yes.
been some story there.
Yeah, because they've been building a little bit of tension with Will and the rest of the United Kingdom, but something that has been coming to a head or being introduced into the story more overtly this week is not just is Will becoming more friendly with the Death Riders? Can he trust them? And that's a feel-good moment if he actually can trust them and they're helping him. But now we're also seeing if the more he aligns with them, the more that draws a line between him and certain other people. So it's not just, can I be friends with this people? I don't know. I think I could be friends with them now. There's implications. There's
Oh, he's
and
joining
Kenny-
them. He literally joined them this time. He took
Wait
the
a
path.
second. Wait a second. We all know this was your doing, and if you're talking about this, the answer to that is absolutely no. I'll tell you how I feel about it. I reached out to EY, by the way. EY is a friend. He was on my NFL show a couple times because he's a friend with Adam Ranks. And I know EY, and I'm trying to see if he'll come on the show, but he probably won't because I think he's already going to do some exclusive some other places. But I am okay with EY being let go. He was making quite a bit of money, and they still had some decent uses for him. He was getting used, but realistically speaking, you can get 3 probably current top indie guys for what you're paying EY. And he had a great run there. They gave him a lot of respect. They kind of almost let him retire on camera a little bit in the storyline. And yes, if Tommy Dreamer was there, I think that EY would probably have more uses storyline wise, but I think it is part of the process of freshening up. And I love EY and I'd love to see him someplace, but I think EY can go to an MLW or even an NWA and be of more use right now than he would be at NWA, because the guys like EY, and I think this about Kaz too, I think they're gumming up the works a little bit. And as much as I don't want to see a friend not have their job, at the same time, if we're talking purely on the premise of what makes the best wrestling show, it's not Eric Young right now. It's just not. And it's not necessarily his fault. It's because that company can't put together something exciting for that character. And they're better off with younger guys that can come in and be something new that they can just try shit with. You can't just try shit with Eric Young. Everybody knows who Eric Young is. Eric Young is a certain thing. And if you can't figure out how to use that thing to really get your show over or put asses in seats, then why are you paying a premium for it? You can't. It's just purely business. Love EY. Hope he lands on his feet. I think that he would make a great producer or agent over at AEW also. I'd like to see him possibly go there. MLW, NWA. Yeah. I think there's places where EY can draw a check and draw some money. And I'm hoping that when they say future endeavors for Eric Young, I hope that's real. I hope everyone really does wish him luck in his future endeavors because he still has a ton to offer the business. And personally and honestly, I am glad he's not at TNA anymore. I think it's better for him, and I think it's better for the company.
Yeah, better for him. Like you said, TNA, that spot that he takes up, budget and on air and in creative, can and should be used differently. He's not going to get the opportunities on camera to do stuff that's fulfilling to him, and he has earned a spot to do what he wants to do in wrestling. So this works out for him too, because now he can go somewhere else and call his shots a bit more, and still, he's out there doing bumps, risking his life like everyone does every match. It could be worthwhile for him still. So
Yeah.
it's and then and then he can also make a decision about the next stage of his career on his own time as well.
And he did some really great late career stuff the last couple of years. Like it wasn't wasted time at all. He did really good stuff. Like, All right, Byron.
Yeah.
Tell me about
Home face pop of the week.
Door.
Oh,
Tell me
so
about
Forbidden Door. I personally really, really enjoyed Forbidden Door. I had friends over. We watched the whole show. It moved super fast. They had to, right? Because they had a bunch of stuff. I don't know. I enjoyed it. I mean, there were times when I had to, because I was hosting, I had to handle some stuff, and I didn't get to watch all of the Kenny Zack Sabre match. I felt like, in general, I enjoyed that match. I liked both the guys. I felt it wasn't put together in a way that is ideal in my mind. I saw Meltzer talk about Kenny doing next level selling, and I'm sure he did. I think Kenny has lost a little bit of the best.
I know, but
machine.
Think about this though. He's Meltzer's right. Kenny's selling was next level, but
yeah,
are you watching a Kenny Omega match for how he sells?
No, but I think it's
that's problematic to me. Dave doesn't see it that way.
Well, he knows Kenny very well, and he was looking at details, and he's talking about a detail, not why the match was sold. So, I mean, for me, I feel like Kenny shouldn't be the Kenny at this stage in the game. He shouldn't be trying to prove he can do every type of match. He shouldn't try to match a Zack Sabre Jr. doing Yaves and Brit submission wrestling, technical wrestling. I think he's a little clunky doing it. He's still massively big and heavy in his upper body, but he's missing a little bit of the agility and the quickness that he was when he was younger. Anyway, I just thought that was a little bit of a mismatch. But yeah, it is good to see that he is still sharpening other tools in the tool set. And when he gets a bigger match and he does a Kenny Omega performance in it, it's going to mean that much more. And especially in his later years now, and he has all these surgeries and stuff, and we can stop bringing up that his guts are going to explode every match. But if he sells, and we know he's been a broken down old man, it's going to make it that much more compelling as a babyface, and when he's working from underneath and stuff,
That's part of why I kind of thought he should lose to Zack Sabre. Like, I agree with all of that. I actually totally agree with all of that, but I also think that, to me, if you do all that and the selling's good and the broke down old man story would have been better with Zack Sabre getting a win here. And Bear had a point too about him getting the win that made sense also, of like, Kenny needs some juice right now if they're going to do something big with him.
Yeah.
But I think Kenny's so big that you can do something big with him anytime you want. And if he loses and he starts doing that death spiral of, oh my God, I've lost a step, I think that's compelling TV and makes this new style work better. By the way, Tony, you're not going to watch TNA tomorrow, are you?
I'm never going to watch TNA.
Okay. And Byron, you're probably not going to log on and watch Ring of Honor tomorrow, right? No. So what you all need to do is actually watch Collision tomorrow night on a special night and time, because it's 2.5 hours tomorrow?
Yeah, 2.5.
Collision Thursday night.
Collision.
Oh, damn it.
It's a perfect night for some wrestling. And also in action tomorrow night, Mina Shirakawa and Thunder Rosa.
Hey,
our homegirl. You guys got to watch Collision tomorrow.
I saw Thunder Rosa's name in the news today.
That's correct.
No.
That's correct.
Yes.
No, I refuse to believe that she bought the entire city of San Diego. So I don't understand why they just gave her the whole city. She didn't. She doesn't have that kind of money.
Mean, by the way, isn't that Spanish?
What? What is Spanish? San Diego.
San Diego.
Yeah.
It means
vagina.
Also, Los Angeles is Spanish.
Wait, so San Diego
is
an
Anchorman joke, Tony. Tony, have you seen Anchorman?
Yes.
San Diego in Spanish means.
Oh, I forgot. I don't know. I know.
What Bear said.
Whale's vagina. A whale's vagina.
A whale's vagina.
That's what they try to say. They're really dumb.
Yeah.
Anyways,
it's great.
In Anchorman.
No, tell us the real deal with Thunder Rosa getting the keys to the city today or whatever.
Well, no, not the keys to the city. Today was still today. Today was declared Thunder Rosa Day in the city of San Diego by Mayor Todd Gloria, who we thank a lot for the honor of doing so.
Which means America is giving Mexico back some of the land that we stole.
Didn't you kind of have already full of Mexicans over there? Anyways, no, it means that now you get to celebrate Thunder Rosa Day every July 1st.
In San Diego.
It's Canada Day, but yeah, in San Diego. But yeah. But now
because Thunder Rosa Day for me is 3/16 because we've taken it away from Steve Austin and given it to Thunder Rosa because that's the day that she won the belt. 3/17 is also Thunder Rosa Day because that's the day that is the anniversary of the Lights Out match, which is probably one of the best women's matches of all time. That doesn't involve Mickie James or Molly Holly or Victoria.
Yeah.
Sorry, I like those girls. No, dude, I saw the publicity. Super badass. I saw that AEW even made their own post.
Yeah.
Which is always good. When AEW post something that one of their wrestlers is doing that's not in AEW on their social media, let me tell you this. That means it's a big fucking deal.
Well, it is a big deal. I don't think there's
a real big deal.
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of wrestlers out there with their own. I mean, this is a thing, right? I
think in AEW, it's been her and Max Friedman that have gotten this. Yeah, I think they're the only ones that have gotten this level of honor from a city.
The city of San Diego has declared AEW Day. Last time they were there. So, but the big
I also think San Diego's a little bit of a bigger market than Long Island. Not to put down the champ. Just saying. When you got it, you got it.
Whatever, Max. Anyway, this is an amazing deal because now you have to first think about this way, right? Tijuana is where Thunder Rosa is from, but at one point she had to move to San Diego to keep her education, and it is very impressive. And I mean, again, Mayor Todd Gloria, just the recognition, and also I gotta hold on. I have to get this right because I don't want to, butcher anybody's names, even though they're probably very. I'll also like to thank Nick Serrano, who is a deputy mayor, for the honor, because it is very hard to get recognized in your own hometown, right? And this was really, really special. It was the dates never aligned properly, so we were working on this for a while. But I'm very happy that it happened and that we got to have the Thunder Rosa Day declaration happen right before they went into the San Diego AEW Dynamite, and now they're gonna have Thunder wrestle in Collision, so it's great. Also tomorrow we're gonna go to Tijuana. So I'm probably gonna take off from here pretty soon because I'm gonna have to.
I think we all are. We're gonna do some get the hell out of here.
Tomorrow we're gonna go to Foundation Tijuana Sin Hambre. That means no Tijuana without hunger. And
cool.
We're going to do some. We're gonna prepare some food. We're gonna deliver some food. We're gonna deliver some toys that we got from Jazzware. Thank you, Jazzware. And
dude, those guys always come through for this stuff, man. That's so awesome.
Appreciate it. Also, Aeromexico flew the toys from Mexico City to Tijuana.
Shut up.
That was you have no idea how I'm so thankful to Aeromexico, because it's like Jazzware was like, yes, here.
But you got to get it there.
3,000 toys and in package, but
in Mexico City.
that's as far as we go, guys. Thank you very much. Here, but again,
Bring a minivan.
Yeah, but again, it was a lot of money for them to give us all these toys, so we couldn't ask for anything else.
Right? Yeah, you can't be like, yeah. Now can you pay $20 shipping and handling on each one of these for us?
Yeah, exactly. So Aeromexico came through. Also tomorrow, again, Mike Bailey and Kevin Knight are gonna come with us.
They're coming down too.
Yes.
Oh, that's dope.
I'm actually gonna text them to like.
You have to put Thunder in between the two of them now, though, right? You understand that those two
No. We have come to an arrangement. Also, I think Kevin might be blind right now. I don't know what.
Okay, fair.
Yeah. So,
fair enough.
It's gonna make some interesting photo ops. So yeah.
Can I just suggest one other thing?
Yeah.
Don't ask Mike Bailey about hockey. That would be a mistake. It
doesn't go well.
I think we have learned our lesson in the MMM show.
I was at I saw
because
him
he's
wrestle
Canadian.
like a week later. I think he accidentally threw a straight kick in my direction.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I'll make some content about that. I think it will be funny. Yeah. So round week for Thunder. We're very happy that she gets this honor. The city of San Diego. Always showing the love. And then she went to the San Diego Fan Fest
right,
yesterday,
I saw that too.
And
watched the game.
It was like a riot or something. I don't know. So yeah, it was great.
Yeah, there's a few people there that might have had a national team to cheer for that they got an enjoyable event out of. And congratulations to USA and. Sorry, Boz. Very sorry that you guys didn't make it past the round of 32, but I'm very happy that mine did. Just saying.
Yeah. Now on Sunday we go against Meef. Meef is actually on our side, so
it's Mexico versus England, and I'm pretty sure Meef would like to see Mexico win because he's just that guy.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be an interesting. I'm gonna take my heart pills twice that day because I don't know what might happen.
I wonder who my son's going to cheer for because my son went and lived in Belgium for a while during the pandemic, and he's very partial to the Belgium team, but he also likes the U.S. team, so he's going to be having a very conflicted Monday next week with the U.S. squad.
Oh, why, man? You know what just out of joking or whatever here, it's gonna be nobody's gonna go to work on Monday here. And
because of the game?
Yeah, are you crazy? People were gate crashing and shit or yesterday. I mean, I gotta say, and I don't mean to offend anybody here, but American celebrations are kind of dull and destructive. Like the only thing that I see always is like, oh, we're going to destroy a Jello bus in middle of New York and stuff like that. So, but over here, it was very few incidents, but it was just too many fucking people on the street.
Right.
It wasn't like they were malicious or like, let's destroy property.
No, like I found out that the worst thing you can do in America is be on High Street in Columbus, Ohio, an hour and a half after the Buckeyes win a big game against Michigan.
Also,
because everyone is like, I'm so happy we won. Let's flip over this car and burn down the bodega. What kind of sense does that make? You won, so you want to destroy the city that you live in. Okay, cool. What the hell?
Yeah, I lived through a riot in Vancouver. I don't know. I think I told the story before, but I mean,
yeah, the hockey one, right?
Yeah, I mean, what was it? I couldn't.
Okay,
but it was the second time.
The deal with that one, the one that I know of is when they made it to the finals and they lost, and there was still a riot. But the thing about that is that there were not. I mean, if you win a championship in sports, the fans are going to go to the streets to celebrate, and eventually someone's going to dance on a car, and they might flip a cop car light on fire. Stuff happens. But this one, they lost, but there were non-hockey fans who were there to riot anyway, and they started doing it even maybe before the game was over. But they did pandemonium, even though the Canucks lost. Well, the Canuck fans would not have done. You don't do
I
that when
was
your
on
team
the
loses.
street, and I went back to my apartment, which I lived above. I live in the Spectrum Towers. That's
Okay.
above the actual. I don't know what's called now, but Royals Arena. That's where the Canucks
Yeah.
play. So I actually got to be part of the whole thing and then watch it from above in my comfy 26 floor apartment. Thank you, Rebecca. But yes, there was like a group that tried to like steal stuff, and they were already prepared for that. Like they were dressed like it was a black bloc, like I don't know what they call it. They were dressed in black. They were ready, and they went straight for like Louis Vuitton and Tiffany's and stuff like that. It was crazy.
Do you remember like there's this one shot, maybe it happened more than once, but it's a news reporter on the news in a department store talking about all the looting going on.
Yes, that's
and you see one
Bay.
guy just hanging out behind the person, like grabbing something, like
the Bay. Yeah. I
broadly plain view on camera, and then they look at their phone, look at the camera, and move.
Yeah, you know what the crazy thing is? Like that's where I used to live. Like it was on the news, right? But that's all the stores that I used to walk by to go to work. It was definitely one of the craziest things that ever happened because they had to call in the Mounties, like the actual Mounties.
Oh wow!
Yeah, like they actually had, and they came in riot gear
exist?
and like.
And everybody's so
exist.
nice there, though. So nice.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden there was this like layer of tear gas everywhere. It was, and it was so crazy because everybody was so happy for a second, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh shit,
bro. I was super duper worried at the second Giants Patriots Super Bowl because I was in Boston. I was at the Poorhouse drinking with my crew, and we had this one guy, Mike, on the crew. Just the total New Yorker, and he's wearing all his Giants gear, and we're in the Poorhouse. Like, if you know anything about Boston and you know the Poorhouse, it's like whatever. And so my boy is getting a little drunk and excited because Eli Manning is doing his thing, and I'm talking to this cop, and I'm like, dude, do I need to be worried? Like, we're gonna get our asses kicked out here? Is this gonna be fucking riots and this, that, and the other thing? And he's like, nah. You don't have to worry about anything because when they lose, everybody goes home. It's when they win that you got to worry. And I was just like, he's like, because the shots start flowing, and then all of a sudden the cars are going to get turned over, and but yeah, they're getting fucking trounced. It's the second time. Don't worry about it. I was like, thank God. But my boy Mike was just being a prick to all the Boston guys.
So
in the middle of downtown Boston, but I don't understand why. I guess it's the extra drinks. People have the extra drinks when you win. Look, is that why they riot?
I'm gonna tell you something that happened, but also that was like the thing that made me worry or like make me realize where we were in the world at that moment. At that time, Vancouver for me, how can I explain this? It's like. So I moved to Vancouver in 2009, right? And I was living in Ciudad Juarez, Mexico, right across the border from El Paso. And it was when I moved to Vancouver, in 2009, bro.
You couldn't pick two more opposite places to live.
There were 40 exexecutions a day in Ciudad Juarez. Like they were executing.
And those were the legal ones.
No. Like there was this documentary they were doing that the coroner starts crying in the middle of it because he's like, oh, I have all these bodies here, but they just told me they're coming out with 20 more, and I don't know what I'm going to store them. It was crazy. And then I moved to Vancouver. In Vancouver, they had a malicious murder. Like, they had like some guy run over somebody or some shit.
They don't lock their front doors in Vancouver.
In 17 years, they had it like an actual murder case. Later on, they had the guy that was sending heads to the schools or whatever, but that's another story. But anyways,
somebody always ruins it.
Yeah. So, but I'm
sorry, some crazy white guy always ruins it.
Yeah, they look like Byron usually. I don't know. Anyways, except
I'm the
crazy
white guy. Tony, you're Casper the Ghost right now.
Yeah, but I'm Mexican. Doesn't count.
And he doesn't own a trench coat.
I don't own a trench coat.
Casey owns a trench coat. I think he bought one after the thing happened.
Yes, exactly my point. Casey owns a trench coat.
But okay,
Don't
anyway, so
make your teachers mad, kids.
but you know what made me realize when we were in the world at the moment? This is no longer a wrestling show, by the way. The next day, the Vancouver Police Department is starting going to people's houses and arresting them because they found them like this. Like it was because there was so much surveillance in Vancouver and social media was like on the rise that they found them immediately. They went to my work. I used to work at Ronnie's Oyster House, and they arrested one of my co-workers because he flipped a fucking cop car and they took photos of him doing it. Which was the stupidest thing that I could think of in my life. I'm like, this motherfucker ain't Mexican because he just fucking filmed himself doing this stupid shit.
See? That's what I'm saying. You have to change. Like she knows where I was at. Shit, I thought we was gonna get crazy. Okay, we're gonna do some pops and drops.
Okay.
I have no idea what mine are.
No idea.
I've had
Well,
good
you know
times
what? I
before.
do have an idea what my drop is.
Okay, well, give it to me. What do you think? What's your drop?
WWE. For the
Jey
fifth week in a row.
Jey Uso drop.
And Jey Uso. I don't know. I didn't.
I'm just gonna give my drop now because it's Sami Zayn as champion. It's a huge drop for me. Like the more I think about it, the more I'm just like, that's the worst thing that happened in wrestling this week. It's not EY losing his job. It's not, the Mox Bandito thing. It's not fucking Kenny Omega. It's not TNA. It's not anything that happened at NXT. NXT's pay-per-view was decent too, by the way.
You watched it.
It's fucking, yeah, that's it. It's Sami Zayn is champion. That's not a good call. At least not the way they did it. I'm happy that Sami's got a belt. I love seeing the shots of him driving around in his car with the belt and stuff.
Right? It's great for the curriculum. Like you can put it on the curriculum, like, oh, WWE champion. But is it gonna mean anything?
It doesn't mean anything on this current story in this TV show. Like maybe by Friday they'll figure something out and make it juicy. But I mean, they haven't really done a lot of that recently in general. They've had some okay storylines, but they got a long way to go to make Sami Zayn as champion make sense or be exciting for even casual fans. You're like, is he going to get a pop? Is anyone going to care? We'll see. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt, but as it stands right now, I got to say, terrible choice. Total drop for me. Byron, you got a drop?
I saw a gif of that anime girl at the Evolve show, and it was fucking stupid again.
In the VIP section?
Yep, when she tried to do anime, whatever, shoot a fireball with her hands, and then the camera pans to the person in the ring, and they're just looking at her, and it's like, I mean, it's dumb, but it's not like Dan Housen.
She's interesting. She's interesting. I've seen some of her stuff. I don't know. It's a fun character.
The answer is the cop always deserved it.
Drops.
Oh my god, I can watch backdrops on my flight. Should I do that? Both on the.
What?
Should I watch backdrops while I'm flying to Tijuana?
Back rooms?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but I heard it's good. I need to watch that in Obsession.
Oh, I watch Obsession and it fucked me up.
I need to watch
Do not go watch it too early. Go watch it early in the morning.
It'll fuck the whole day up.
And it will fuck you the rest of the day.
I saw Supergirl last night and I thought it was trash.
Oh no, let's talk about it. It's not trash. It's an okay movie. It's not trash. It's an okay movie. It spends too much time on the dark side of things, but it's not that terrible.
I don't mind it being
Madam Web.
Dark. The male baddies that are promoting your feminism by giving them someone to beat up are so one-dimensional that you don't care that they're male baddies in a world run by badass women, and that does nobody any justice. And I thought that just made the whole movie stupid. Bad guys sucked. They had no motivation. Like they're kidnapping and raping teenage girls, and they didn't give us any motivation behind the fact that they want to procreate this all male society. There were so many things they could have done with that.
They forgot about that shit. And I mean, you're right. Yeah.
It's right there, and they kind of touch on it, but it's like, oh my God, you could have made these guys so hateable that there's nobody who would have seen this movie that wouldn't have been jumping out of their seat for Supergirl. You totally missed the fucking boat. How did you guys have this storyline and this idea and just miss the boat in the execution of the script? It pissed me off so bad. All the flashback stuff was super duper good. Millie Alcock, her performance, awesome. That other new girl, like, performance, awesome. But like,
that's my point. See,
the script and the baddies fucked up. They just fucked it up.
That's my point. Like, you like, I see a lot of things like piling Supergirl with Madam Web, and no, Millie can act.
Not nearly that bad.
Dakota,
no,
I don't know what she does when she's on screen. Like, she just walks around on the set.
No, Madam Web was definitely not Usi.
No.
You know what my Usi of the week was, though?
No, wait, it's Bear's turn to do a drop.
Oh,
Bear's barely awake.
Oh, he said, oh, I got one.
I got one, though. I'm tired of all the counter programming to AEW, man. It was WWE Sunday. It was the World Cup today. It's the 4th of July.
Those sons of bitches.
It's the 4th of July on Saturday. Just think of it.
The 4th of July. How could they?
They did. They got counter-programmed out of their Saturday, man.
Out of their Saturday.
You know what you
all
should
week,
do, Bear?
All
Travel
week,
back in time.
AEW counter-programmed.
Travel back in time and, just be like, hey, guys, let's do it July 3rd.
Yeah.
Let's sign this shit July 3rd.
Let's surprise them a day early.
Okay, that's a solid drop. Do we have pops? Do we have things that we liked? Come on, there's a lot of wrestling.
Yes.
It has to be something that people liked. What'd you like?
I felt Usi about the Mercedes match because I thought that was going to be good, but I wasn't expecting much, and it was a tremendous match, but also like a lot of shit went down to kind of fuck it up, and in both of them it was a seamless match still, and I think Mercedes had a large role in keeping everything together and keeping everyone. Backrooms I heard was really good, but not as good as Obsession. So like
Obsession is amazing, but it will.
So that match ended up being tremendous. That was one of those matches where watching it, I was thinking, oh, this is the best match of the show. The other time that happened to me was the Tekla SLK match, because at least in my opinion, you never know what you're going to get when someone comes over from Stardom for a big featured match, or someone comes over from Japan because of jet lag or just lack of getting everyone together, communication, whatever. It's a different style of show. Although the pay-per-view helps because there's no commercial breaks you have to work with, no like different segments of the match and stuff like that.
Pay-per-view on AEW has no commercial
AEW. Yeah, on AEW. Oh my God.
That was definitely awesome.
But yeah, because like on a TV show, you structure your match with segments, and you have to book your match and the things that happen based on going into commercial, the heel's going to work you over, and then the babyface comeback starts 3, 2, 1, back from commercial, boom, this and that. And it's just kind of like, if you know what's happening, then you're just waiting for the last commercial break, and then they're going to actually do a real match or just go home. This was awesome. SLK did great. Tekla did great. Toru Okada did great. He got his ass beat. I love the tweets where they're showing pictures or a gif of him getting beat up by Stardom stars, by women wrestlers, and they're just saying, at this point, he wants it to happen.
I said that. We said that when we were doing the thing. Like, this is a fetish spot. What did I call? Oh, I called it the most expensive custom ever made in front of a live wrestling audience.
He gets beat up. He gets beat up, and he puts over his people all the time. It's hilarious though. But I mean, he did get over on Tekla. I mean, he fired her. She was being how she is. But he fired her specifically because they have this match, I think every year, where it's faction versus faction, and the person who takes a pinfall has to leave their faction and join the other one. Tekla took the pinfall and said, "Fuck that! I'm not doing shit." Toru Okada, you can eat my shit too. All that stuff, and so he gets in the ring and fires her. And then she's in AEW a week later, whatever it was. That match was great, and it was also done really well. Like I know there's a stretch muffler numero dos that SLK does, that Despy does. It's one of his signatures, and she adds a leg choke to it as well, and that's how she's beaten Tekla before. And I wanted to see that, and they actually worked that in the match where she got the stretch muffler on a little bit, and then she couldn't get it on all the way. And then eventually, near the end of the match, when they did the hope spot where she almost could have won and they teased going to the ropes, she did that, and she hooked the leg and got the choke in, and it was awesome. It was a really great match, and they made everything, because also, SLK is a high-speed wrestler, spot fest type of person too. They made everything matter, I think, in that match. So I watched that, and I was like, oh, this is the best match of the card. And then other ones happened, and I liked a lot of the matches. My pop, though, of the whole Forbidden Door and the whole week was Pac just wrestling up Shooter on his shoulder and awesome bombing him out of the ring through a table. Like there was no nothing. He just grabbed him, and next thing you know, he's chucking him out of the ring. And Shooter looked like he was dead outside the ring. That was my favorite part of the show. Those are my pops. I loved the whole show. I mean, I liked the whole show. I loved the main event. I think Will and Swerve did a great job of doing more.
Is Byron still doing pops?
Yes.
Well, you left, so I was also kind of
I
stalling.
could fill in, no problem.
I thought, no, I got it. I thought Swerve and Ospreay did a good job of working methodical storytelling, but also doing all the fast, cool work rate stuff when it mattered or when they hit their spots. I thought that was cool, and I really liked the intricacy in the way that the Will Ospreay, Death Rider, and all of Will's friends storyline is playing out.
Tony, pops.
I think unexpectedly, Starlight Kid. I really like that. And now I saw that they're gonna do English version of Stardom on YouTube.
Oh, they got Stardom has they're rebranding on YouTube, so they have Stardom and Stardom Global. So they'll have YouTube content for
in
Global,
English,
and then
in English.
Yeah. And then the other one will put up matches.
Terrible. I can't do Japanese.
Yeah,
it takes me too long.
You just got to know Ikuza. They yell Ikuza.
Byron, can you read Khaleesi's pops and drops here?
Justin's whole monologue too. If the show is on Sami is my pop, KO will care about Sami as champ, so he could double turn and take the belt. Drop Austin Theories. Oh, but that was NXT. Do you remember when Sami finally won the big one, when they promoted it properly and they had him fail a couple times, and then Sami eventually did win the big one, and it was also a big thing of whether or not he would win and also how would he win, and they did the chair spot where he could have cheated to win, and he throws the chair out of the ring and then wins normally, and it was awesome. And then KO turned on him immediately and then took the belt and like killed him and put him on the injured reserve like the next week for like 6 months. What the hell? What the hell?
And Bear, you got pops?
Dick thing to say to me.
I
wasn't expecting nothing out of Mercedes, by the way. It's just she had a rookie with her on a big show. You know, you're expecting Athena and Mercedes, you know, to blow the, and then also like there's tons of wardrobe malfunctions. There's lots of things in the way, and I'm telling you, she overcame all of them and had the best match on the show. One of them.
Bear pops.
Jay White's back.
Yeah,
that's my pop of the week too.
I'm excited for Jay White being back, and I'm really was excited for Persephone to get showcased tonight. They put her over pretty good in that match.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching it now.
I'm excited to see her and Stat moving forward. I think those two, if Persephone stays and doesn't leave for WWE eventually at some point here, I think Stat and Persephone could be like forever opponents. They have that kind of like, I could see it if they told the right story. They look really good in the ring together. They just match up like, I believe there's not that many people that I can sometimes believe that could take Stat on. She's one of them.
Well, and that believability is a big part of it. And this is why I've always had issues with Zack Sabre Jr. in the past and whatever. But hey, I picked Zack to win and didn't get it right. And we had like a 5-way 7 victory tie one day, and then Pato ran away with it on the WWE one, right? So I'm going to go an interesting direction with my pop of the week, and it's not so much that it's my favorite thing that happened on the week. It's something that I thought was worth talking about again, just briefly. I like Kendall Gray winning. I didn't like Lola Vice losing. Don't get it twisted. I was not happy about that part of it, but also I get it. And she's got so much going on for her right now. I even thought it was weird when they gave her the belt in the first place, because realistically, Lola Vice is so over right now. She does not need that belt. Kendall, however, if you want to illustrate and prove how much of an ace she has become in a short period of time, the woman does not have bad matches. She's just really, really good in the ring. And on top of that, she's got all of the attributes that all of the other top girls have. She looks great in the ring. She can cut good promos. She's got good sensibility. She understands story. She tells a good story in the ring. There's no reason not to. I like some Sol Ruca as much as the next Comatose, but I've never seen Kendall Gray botch. Knock on wood. She's had some incredible, flawless runs out there, and she's been getting the reps. And I hope this means that they're going to do good stuff with her. Now, as champion, they're going to really have to move some storylines. Like, please, WWE, take this note in the nicest possible way. Never, ever, 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 ever again give me 2 catty bitches is a reason for a big fight. It is not.
What? That's like a generation of NXT booking.
Just women being catty with each other is insulting, even to the misogynistic male viewers. Give us actual real stories. That's what we're paying for. Figure it out. You've done some great stuff with Tatum Paxley. You've done some, there's been great stuff. You can do it.
You can do it.
I just worry that they're just going to do dumb stuff with Kendall, and that would really upset me. But I also hope that it gives Miss Rin Sinclair / Maddie Rinkowski some storyline. Like, I hope you guys build something out of that, because Maddie has been busting her ass over there for 2 solid years now, and she deserves a little bit of a rub too. And I think this might be the right way to do it. So anyway, that's my pop of the week. I just got a Tinder notification. Beth, 49 years old, Case Western Reserve, pro-choice, into reading, wants to know if daddy wants to be frisky tonight at 2 a.m. Okay, great. Don't know what I'm going to do with that. That might be a pass. What do you guys think out there?
Stay in the mix.
I'll say, do it.
Do it.
Tell us the anecdote of how that shit goes sideways.
Well, we'll see. I'm a little sleepy. I'm tired. You're moving in for the kill.
Tony, too close.
Whoa.
I don't know what that setting is yet, but that's kind of fun.
It is. There you go. That's better.
Ladies, thank you for joining as always.
Thank you.
Mil machetes. Thank you, brother. Thank all of our friends in the comments. And there were quite a few tonight. There's a lot of friends that stopped by. More people should stop by. Brent, where the hell are you? Come by, say hi. I know you're more into Pittsburgh than Cleveland, but whatever, man. Stop through anyway. I won't hold it against you. Until next time, USA champions. Let's go. Can we make it all the way? Can we get to the Final Four? No? Round of 8, maybe. Is
what
great.
the hell, Bear? What the hell?
Bear is going to buy his plane ticket to Mexico. You leave that.
I've heard Trump paid at least 4 semifinals.
Let's do it. I'm fine.
I don't know. I don't know what our presidenta paid for, but
I will vote for his reelection if he gets us a World Cup.
Yeah, that's what they say here in Mexico. Like,
that's how confident I am that it's not going to happen. But I like to say these things anyway.
That's why we don't have re-elections in Mexico. But if we win the World Cup with this presidenta here, I don't know. I've seen some loss.
You guys are way more forward thinking than us. You have a Jewish female president in Mexico.
We had the first black president.
You guys are doing
back
wonderful
in the 1800s.
Things. Yeah.
1700s. Shit, 1700s. Yeah.
Because Mexico has it right. Mexico is like, can anybody do anything with this shit? We will give you the job. Do you have? Who has half an idea? Raise your hand. Who's got? Okay, you.
I have half an idea.
Come on in. That's the way politics should be. Fuck a party system. Just who has half a decent idea?
Can you execute half of the things you said?
Yes.
Sure.
If you even try really, really hard, we're going to give you a shot. I love it. Until next time, guys, stay calm, get your own face, and stay in the mix. Peace.